As the relentless heat of summer stretches on, many Americans are feeling the burn, not just from the scorching temperatures, but also from the skyrocketing costs of staying cool. With electricity prices surging at twice the rate of overall inflation over the past year, keeping the air conditioning running has become a financial burden for households across the nation. And this is the part most people miss. It's not just about comfort anymore. For some families, it's a choice between paying for energy or putting food on the table. According to recent data from the Consumer Price Index, the average household can expect their power bills to soar to nearly $800 between June and September. This marks a 12-year high and reflects a 6% increase compared to last summer. For low-income families, these rising costs are hitting especially hard. In fact, nearly 30% of Americans are falling behind on at least one bill, according to civic science research. The strain is even more pronounced when you consider that utility costs have outpaced the already steep increases seen in grocery prices over the same period. But here's where it gets controversial. Federal assistance programs designed to help struggling families manage their energy expenses may be on the chopping block. Currently, the government spends around $4 billion annually to support low-income households through initiatives like the Low-Income Home Energy Assistance Program, LIHEAP. However, President Donald Trump's proposed budget raises concerns that such aid could be entirely eliminated. If this happens, how will millions of vulnerable families cope with these unprecedented costs? It's a question worth debating, and one that could spark differing opinions among policymakers and citizens alike. So, what exactly is driving these jaw-dropping electricity bills? One major factor is the record-setting heat waves sweeping across the country. These extreme weather events are pushing power grids to their limits, forcing utilities to work overtime to meet demand. Compounding the issue is the fact that roughly 40% of the nation's electricity comes from natural gas, a resource the U.S. exports heavily as the world's largest supplier. As global demand rises, so do domestic utility prices. Another surprising culprit? Massive AI data centers. These facilities, operated by tech giants like Google, Amazon, and Microsoft, consume vast amounts of energy, sometimes equivalent to the annual consumption of entire states. While the Trump administration has unveiled an ambitious AI action plan aimed at speeding up permits for new data center construction, critics argue that this growth exacerbates existing energy challenges. Though experts emphasize that big tech isn't solely responsible for the price hikes, its role cannot be ignored. And then there's the elephant in the room, America's aging electrical infrastructure. Utility companies are investing billions to upgrade outdated systems, passing those costs directly to consumers. While these improvements are necessary to ensure reliability and efficiency, they contribute significantly to rising bills. The good news? There may be ways to take back some control. Transitioning to clean energy resources, such as solar power, could help stabilize runaway prices over time. Unfortunately, efforts to boost renewable energy adoption face hurdles too. For instance, the Environmental Protection Agency recently canceled a $7 billion grant program introduced during the Biden era to promote solar energy expansion. This situation leaves us with plenty to ponder. Should we prioritize technological advancements like AI data centers if they come at the expense of affordable energy? How can we balance the need for modernized infrastructure with the financial realities faced by everyday Americans? And perhaps most importantly, what does the future hold for federal assistance programs that so many depend on? Share your thoughts in the comments below. We'd love to hear your perspective.